Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday's video. Stacy, you look very
Athletic,
athletic and kind of
cute,
cute. Yes, very cute.
feminine,
and hippie-ish.
and hip peace, everybody. Peace.
Welcome to.
Well, I'll tell you why
Monday.
I look this way is because Monday, all the governor has opened the gyms,
Yes.
and with social distancing and all the other precautions that are out there. But so I'm going to my martial arts class tonight.
Yay.
Yeah. So
are you
I'm
excited?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Yes.
I always feel great after that workout
I know.
because it's not only a physical workout, but it's a mental workout too.
Right.
Because you got to think, you got to remember things. They first of all you work out. Obviously you do is what you can, what your body is able to do, and so really anybody can do it. But then you just kind of let it all out there, and you just for like the first 20 minutes, and then after that you go into some of the movement. And never thought I'd like it. I never ever thought about it. And then
It clicked.
it clicked.
She's a click. Yeah, you love it. Yeah,
I
so
do.
that's good. So hey, we had a great service yesterday. It was a little hot. If you saw the video, you saw me
Hot.
with a sweat towel wiping the sweat. So we're considering, and I've been, Stacy and I have been talking, and I haven't really talked. I talked with a few people after the service on Sunday about maybe changing the time, and so maybe to a little bit earlier.
Or a lot later.
Your suggestion was an evening.
Yeah, my suggestion was evening, and Jeff
Right.
was early.
Yeah, because I'm an early.
And I get that. There's pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
One of the big cons, I think, is that if we set it at 8:30 in the morning, that a lot of people might not come that
Too early?
Yeah, they might say, "Well, I'll just stay home and watch it," and that's fine at this stage of the game. That's fine. I'm not gonna, but if you have in the evening, it's more people are more apt to.
But you're thinking Saturday evening.
Well, I would think Saturday evening is kind of neat, but.
Yeah. Not
A
Sunday.
lot of
evening.
churches have a Saturday evening service.
A lot of churches have Sunday evening
not
services.
a whole lot anymore. Not a whole lot anymore.
I would like to have Sunday evening services. Yeah.
I might
I
as
grew
well
up-
just get a bedroom
I
there
grew
and
up,
sleep
we were
there.
at church Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, anywho.
That's what I have to live with.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
What do y'all think? I mean, how can we? Should I give my email out and ask people
well,
to
I was
tell
thinking
me
about
what they would
putting
like?
why not put we could try a poll on Facebook.
Well,
Just look out for
but
a
see,
Facebook.
not everybody is on
Well,
Facebook.
if you're not on Facebook, shoot an email. But I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to try out that thing that's on Facebook where it allows you to do a poll. You can ask a question, you can poll people, and just get some feedback. And then if you're not on Facebook, email Jeff at.
Should I give my email?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is J.S. Myers, J for Jeff, S for
Stacy.
AC, Myers, Myers, and then just the number 7 at hotmail.com. And so let me know what you think, because it really is too hot
It's
to
too
be
hot.
in the parking lot at 10 o'clock.
We don't want to rush into the church anytime.
And we're not going to rush into the church.
No, we don't want to do that.
No.
We're just fine with what we're doing.
But it was extremely warm, and it's not good for me. It's not good for any of us to be out in.
Yeah, and it's only going to get hotter.
Especially, I mean, I guess we live in Florida. We know what it's like, right? And we go to the beach and we sit there for hours at a time.
Yeah, but the difference is, well, yes, you're right. But I think that if we could find a place, we just had a difficulty finding a place on the property that is shaded.
Yeah.
If we could, then it'd be a different story, but
Yeah.
we really can't.
Yeah. Plus, shaded, with social distancing, we can't sit
Yeah.
tightly anyhow.
So
right?
anyway,
So we're gonna have to do it earlier, or we're gonna have to do it in the evening, and so what do y'all think? We'll do a poll on Facebook, and then shoot me an email. Let me know what you think. Would you prefer like something like an 8 or 8:30 on Sunday morning? That means you're gonna have to get out of bed early.
I want to get out of bed. It's just getting motivated. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Getting dressed and walking out the door and getting there. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. So
We'll do that. So
we'll do
moving
that.
on.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Keep
So
things
today,
rolling.
keep things rolling. Yeah. Okay, so we want to talk today. I want to talk today because I think that there's something that is maybe semi-prevalent going around with some people, not just with people in our church, but this is going on Facebook. So maybe some other people will be listening to it as well who are not part of our church. But I want to talk about depression. Now, one of the things that I know about you is you go to martial arts and you do those workouts and you run and you do the things that you do to work out and to sweat to help you
Yes.
have clarity in your mind, don't you?
Yes. I really believe that depression is my testimony. I raised in the church. I gave my heart to Jesus at I can't. It was so young. I hardly remember how old I was. Probably 10. When you at the very beginning. So I don't have this testimony, but my testimony is almost like all about what God has carried me through.
Your deliverance.
My
right?
deliverance through my life, and he actually, he didn't come out and speak audibly to me, but he did tell me.
Wow.
In the way that he speaks to us, and that I needed to, the reason I was feeling the way I was feeling is because I wasn't being active anymore. And I was able to, this is something I've battled my entire life. And I was always an active child. I was figure skating, doing stuff. I was constantly active, but when I started, there'd be little bouts, but I was able to get over them because I was active.
Yes.
And it was when I settled down, when I got a little older and life settles in and you start having a sedentary job, and then things just start, all the other pressures of life come on you, is when you're like, why, God, could I handle it before? And all of a sudden now I can't. I can't keep my head above water. I have no desire to get up in the morning. I just, and so this topic's near and dear to my heart. So,
and listen, I want to say something beforehand, and I am a proponent, not an opponent. I am a proponent of antidepressive medications and these sort of things. I believe that medications, even psychological medications, are a means of grace that God has given to us. Now, did he give that means of grace to people 1,000 years ago? No. Okay? But God has, we live in an age now where technological knowledge and biological knowledge has increased to a point where we can develop medications to help us. And I believe that God has given us those things to help us. They are a means of grace. And so I am not anti-medication, and I believe that they're given to us by God. And so, don't feel, I don't want anybody to ever feel that what I say would ever be anything spoken against you taking the medication that your doctor has prescribed to you.
absolutely, 100%.
Right?
There's no question.
Have I ever
No. In fact,
doubted?
I will get angry sometimes if I hear a message on depression or anxiety or anything like that doesn't at least recognize that some people have an issue with it that is beyond just letting it go and letting God
pulling yourself up by your bootstraps
yes,
and just
or it's because you don't have enough faith.
Yeah, right.
Or
right.
It's because you didn't whatever it may be. The excuses are everywhere, because actually there is proof that there is a serotonin and other neurotransmitters in your brain
imbalance
that are not balanced properly on certain people. And it can, I've done a lot of research. There's a lot to be looked at as far as with the foods you're eating, and I believe in that too.
Right.
And exercise, I believe in that wholeheartedly, and help.
Yeah.
A diabetic does not take the insulin.
That's right.
A person with high blood pressure
That's right.
takes high blood pressure medicine. And the funny thing is, maybe some exercise can help those issues too. So,
Right.
I think exercise can help a myriad of issues in our lives, but And what we eat and what we're putting in our body is the medicine too. But by all means, if I agree with you, these medicines were given to us by God as a way to help us. So
Yeah, absolutely.
if you need to take them, you take them. And you don't quit.
That's
and you
right.
keep taking them. You take them with pride. And you want to know something? You let everybody else know, because I think that so long that depression has been something that has been hidden. Nobody wanted to talk about it.
Right.
Because it was looked at like you were crazy, or that you were just a downer, or
Or
you were
like
just
something's wrong with you.
Something's wrong with you. It's no different. So I take medication. And I have taken medication for 8 years.
You know, there's a danger if people take medication for a while and then just kind of take themselves off. There's a real danger in doing that. You know, so you do what you and your doctor talk about, but I'm a proponent of that because I believe they are a means of God's grace to us. This is God's grace to help you.
Thank goodness.
Yeah,
Thank
amen.
goodness.
Amen. All right, so let's talk a little bit about maybe some of the roots of depression. I think maybe insecurity is one. Insecurity. I think maybe there needs to be a reorientation of, obviously Paul says in Romans chapter 12 about being transformed by the renewing of our mind, right? And so in a lot of things we need to reorient our thinking about life, okay? And I'm going through a Bible study on the YouVersion of the app called Better Things. And one of the things that they start off with is the story of Jesus at the very beginning of his ministry when he called Peter and the first apostles. All right. Now, one of the things that happened is in Luke chapter 5 is Jesus, you know, there was a huge crowd that was trying to listen to him. They wanted to hear the word of God. And Peter and James and John, they were off washing their nets. And so Jesus just gets into one of their boats and pushes offshore a little bit and teaches the crowd. And then he calls out to Peter and he says, "Hey, Peter, come and get in this boat again. All right, and I want you to go out into the deep part of the lake, and I want you to put down your net." And Peter's like, "I'm the fisherman here, okay? I'm the fisherman. We've been out here all night, Jesus.
There's no fish there.
And we haven't caught a thing." But he goes, "Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway." All right, and so Peter goes out, and they catch a fish. So they get to catch a fish so large that they can barely get it in the boat.
Nets were breaking, aren't they?
And Peter, and here's the thing, that's right. And Peter turns to Jesus and he goes, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." And you know, he knew in relationship to Jesus, his position and really who he was. Look at this.
It's okay.
His position and who he really was.
We're going to have a visitor in a second.
Yeah, that's right. Peter realized, all right? Peter realized, and here's...
You want to get down, sweetie?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. She's not very athletic, so you got to be careful with her.
Peter had a realization, all right? Peter had a realization that it was, that only Jesus could really do anything about his problems. Only Jesus could do anything to complete him. And so the first step, I think, for us as we're dealing with depression, bad moods, bad attitudes, these sort of
anxiety,
things, is to realize, you know, the first place that we need to run to is to Jesus.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We need to realize that only Jesus can get us through this. The second thing is that we need to engage with Jesus. It was Peter first when he caught that fish. It was Peter first that went to Jesus and said, "Depart from me, Lord, I'm a sinful man." Mm-hmm. He's the one that engaged Jesus. And so don't forget that in your times when you're struggling, all right, I think we oftentimes in depression, we feel like we need to do it ourselves, like because I think there's such a stigma, like you were talking about, that we need to do something harder. We need to work harder. We just need to, you know, we just need to be happy, you know. But you listen, you need to realize that you can't do this. It's only through Christ that you can do it, and you need to engage the Lord and tell him how you're feeling.
Yeah.
Just be honest and truthful with him. All right, and then surrender to him. Peter, And James and John all. Jesus said, hey, come and follow me. And what'd they do? They surrendered. They just gave it to Jesus. He said, all right, I'm going to leave everything in your hands, Jesus. And so that's what they did. And then they trusted him. You know, they had no idea what the future was going to look like for them. They had no idea where they were going to eat, where they were going to sleep. All they knew is that there was something different about Jesus. And they were willing to put their trust in him and follow him. And man, did these guys change the world. These guys changed the world. And so realize that you need Jesus. Engage with him, talk with him, speak to him, tell him your insecurities. Surrender to him. Surrender everything over to him, and then trust him. Trust him that he's going to work it out for you. Okay? So that's it. That's the first step on the way to better things. And I'm excited for you. All right? All right.
All right.
Well, that's it for tonight. Don't forget to email me about what you think about when we should have service and what time, what day, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday morning, Sunday night, Saturday night, whatever. Okay. So that's it. All right. Anything else?
No, it's all good.
Well, enjoy your karate tonight. All right. We love y'all, and we will see you tomorrow night. Okay? Bye-bye.
Bye.